Borrow money.
The debt, taxes, borrowing and spending.
Bills.
Borrow money.
The debt, taxes, borrowing and spending.
Bills.
Money. Don't know whether you're going to find the money.
Tax too much, borrow too much and spend too much. Make money, make a very big cut. Put up taxes and cut your pay, going into your monthly payslip at the end of the month and taking your money out.
What we've done is we've maxed out the credit cards.
Going into your monthly payslip at the end of the month and taking your money out.
What's going on here? Can we get real, please?
Halved. The deficit's halved.
I'm sorry, we've run out of money. We go back to the debt, the welfare, the spending and the taxes, reaching into working people's pockets and taking their money.
So much of their money and no university tuition.
No, £30 billion of cuts.
No,
£30 billion of cuts.
More debt and more taxes, more debt and more taxes, a lot more debt and more taxes, and £21 billion putting up taxes and cutting people's pay.
A more secure, stable world. Tackling hunger, tackling disease, supporting democracy and human rights.
It doesn't need warm words, it needs hard cash.
Where specifically is the money coming from? I'll tell you. A tent erected in a hospital car park.
I don't call that a great sweeping act of privatisation. But all I would say is it needs the money, £8 billion.
Putting more money in.
And yes, you've got to put money in. Terry wants to know where the money's coming from. £4 billion a year, £5 billion a year, 850 billion to 1.5 trillion. 90 billion sterling every year.
Kind of scaremongering rhetoric is dangerous.
It's a fact.
I've set out where the money's coming from.
The debt, taxes, borrowing and spending, 8 in the morning, 8 in the evening, 7 days a week.
Well, look, people at home will have to decide. If I'm elected as Prime Minister, we'll put in place new rules which say that if you come to this country, you won't get benefits, and if I'm Prime Minister, I will. If you want a party, it works better for us. I say there's better priorities for our country, and they'll be my priorities as Prime Minister.
It makes no sense.
Yes, it is not
It's irrelevant. You won't admit the truth, will you? The truth is there's nothing we can do.
Because it's relevant to this debate.
What's going on here? Can we get real, please?
Halved. The deficit's halved.
Let me answer these questions. First of all, to Ed Miliband, we've created 0 jobs, but let me take on Nigel on this.
Come back.
No immigration.
I want to come back on
no
that.
choice.
This is the second time.
I want to come back on that.
This is the second time in this debate.
Can I answer the Syria question?
I want to come back. I want to come back direct.
Thank you, David Cameron. Thank you, David Cameron, and both of you.
Twice in this debate.
Thank you.
Help them get home.
Thank you, David Cameron. David Cameron, thank you.
That's what we need.
But why is the Conservative
I want to come back on that point.
Why is the Conservative Party planning to cut the money? There was no money left. But we did the next best thing. We've talked about money. These are the things which make a fairer future for future generations, and I'm very, very proud of them.
Nick Clegg, thank you.
We're a nation of great inventors.
Like that when there's homeless people on the streets who've been in the services.
Not from the audience, thank you.
I think it's good to say...
Because I'm worried that at the end of the day there's more
Thank
of
you very
us
much
than there is
indeed.
of them. They're not listening to our concerns.
But the lady makes an important point, which I think your sort of pick and mix approach really is not going to convince anyone.
I think, Julie, they're both...
vividly...
I think they're both blaming each other, and they're both right, Julie. Look, the thing I would say is I'm going to do something about it.
Well, thank you for sitting through this 2-hour political marathon. I just have one more thing to ask of you, and it is this. When you vote, make sure that we don't lurch this way or that. And the only way we can do that is by finishing the job, finishing it fairly, balancing the books.
Balance the books, balance the books, and balance the books.
It's a balance, and it does mean, yes, finish the job of balancing the books. I'm not even going to pretend that I haven't made mistakes. I have. I put my hands up.
There is a big choice.
£4 billion a year, £5 billion a year, 850 billion to 1.5 trillion. 90 billion sterling every year. Let's do it.
I think that if we go back to the tax, the waste, the spending and the debt, or going back to the debt, taxes, borrowing and spending, we go back to the debt, the welfare, the spending and the taxes. What my plan is about is basically one word: money.
David Cameron, thank you very much indeed.